Hey guys, this is Kirti. Are you actually preparing for a placement or just hoping you'll get selected somehow? Every year, thousands of students miss opportunities, not because they lack talent, but because they don't have a clear plan. In this session, I'm going to show you a simple step by step strategy from building your resume to cracking the final interview. Whether you are from a biomedical engineering or ECE background or CSE background or mechanical background, this will help you understand exactly what companies expect. If you follow this properly, your chances of getting placed will increase significantly. Let's get started. Before getting into a full video, please subscribe to our channel Mr. Biomedical and press the bell icon so that you'll get notified about our upcoming videos. Why placement preparation is so important? Placement are not just about getting a job, they are starting point of your career. Every company receives hundreds of applications, thousands of applications, so competition is very high. If you are well prepared, you can stand out in every stage, from resume start listing to final interview. Preparation also helps you understand your strengths and decide what role suits you best. And one important thing, time is limited. Students who start early always have an advantages over those who start at a last minute. So preparation is the key difference between the selection and rejection. Now you will be having a doubt. You said about preparation and all. What should I prepare? What are the skills I require? There are mainly three areas you should focus on. The first one is technical skills. Technical skills includes your core subject, whether you're from a EC background that circuits and all, or if you are from a biomedical background, biomedical engineering, instrumentation and all, and if you are from a computer science background, coding. So that is a technical skills. Second is aptitude and reasoning. It is common for every department. You need to be good at problem solving, speed and accuracy. And third one is soft skill. This means how will you communicate or your confidence and how you present yourself in an interview. The key point is that don't focus only on that area. You need a balance of all three to get selected. So, you need to be well good in technical skills and then in aptitude and reasoning and then in soft skills. Only if you select for aptitude and reasoning only, you'll be moving to a second round where you'll be asking about a technical skill. So, aptitude and reasoning is also very much important. Now, first we'll see core preparation, then we can see the coding skills. For core preparation for biomedical and ECE students, in technical interviews, your fundamentals are very much important. For example, if you are from a biomedical engineering background, focus on bioinstrumentation subject like ECG, GEMG and understand how the signals are captured and processed. Also learn basics of medical imaging like MRI, CT, ultrasound along with their application. For ECE students, strong knowledge in analog and digital circuits is essential, including logic gates and filters and all. You should also understand communication systems like modulation and noise concepts. Additionally, topics like embedded system and biomaterials are important for both domains. The key is that don't just study theory, understand the concept and use the where and all it is used in the real world applications. Now let's talk about technical and coding skills, which are very important for a placement, even for a core companies. Some companies expect basic coding knowledge. First, start with basics like C or Python. Focus on loops, function, array. These are very much important. Next, learn data structures like stacks, queues, arrays, and practice problems regularly. For biomedical students and ECE students, tools like MATLAB and Python will be very much useful. ECE also should focus on a LT-SPICE embedded system and basic VLSI concepts. Finally, try to build small projects and upload them on GitHub. This shows recruiters that you have a practical skills, not just a theory. Now let's talk about aptitude preparation, which is usually the first round in most of the companies. Only if you get selected for aptitude, you will be moving to a technical round. So this is very much important. Many students fail in aptitude round, though they are very much strong in technical skills. So this includes quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning and verbal ability. For quantitative, focus on topics like percentage, ratio, time and speed. For reasoning, practice puzzles like seating arrangement and coding and decoding. For verbal, improve reading and vocabulary by practicing daily. The most important point is consistency. Studying a little every day is much better than a last minute preparation. Also take weekly mock tests to improve your speed and accuracy. because in aptitude rounds, both speed and accuracy are equally important. Now let's talk about interview preparation. Interviews are not just about what you know, but how clearly and confidently you explain it. Even if you know answer but you haven't explained it clearly or confidently, you may not get selected for the next round. There are three main rounds. The first one is technical round. In technical round, be strong in your core subject and be ready to explain your projects in detail. They might ask about your mini project or main project. That's up to the interviewer. The second one is HR round. Prepare the questions like tell me about yourself, your hobbies, and why you want this job, and learn how to speak confidently. Also, know about the company before attending the interview. The third is the project or a case round. Explain your project clearly, the problems you faced during the project, how you handled it, and how you solved the problem. One important tip is practice mock interviews. There are so many platforms in Google where you can practice and mock interviews because practice improve confidence and performance. Resume is very much important. It is your first impression because only based on your resume they'll select you for the next round. In most cases, recruiters see your resume before they see you. So keep it simple, clean, and limited to one page. I've seen so many resumes, like they'll be having 2 pages, 3 pages, like answer sheets. No, resume should be mostly in one page. Include important sections like education, skill, project, and internship. Avoid like date of birth or gender and all, you can avoid it. For biomedical and ECE students, highlight your core projects like a medical device which you have done or PCB design or embedded system. Also use action words and add numbers when wherever possible, like accuracy of your project or improvement in percentage. Make sure there are no spelling mistakes. And always include your LinkedIn and GitHub profile. One important tip, customize your resume for each job role because a good resume can decide whether you get shortlisted or rejected. Every role you apply, you should customize your resume each time before applying. You should not use same resume for all the roles which you are applying. Now let's look at into some small mistakes which students make during their placement preparation. First mistake is starting too late. If you begin your preparation in the final semester, you won't have enough time to improve. Second, using the same resume for every company. Always customize your resume based on the job role. Third, not practicing mock interviews. Practice is very important to build confidence. Also, make sure you know everything you have written in your resume. Another big mistake is ignoring communication skills. Even if you know the answer, you should be able to explain it clearly and confidently. And finally, always research the company before attending the interview because they might ask questions about the company also. Avoiding these mistakes can significantly improve your chances of selection. Finally, let's look at some important tips. First one is start today. Don't wait for the perfect time. And don't wait, our friend will start or our college will start placement classes. No, you start it today. Be consistent. Even 1 hour of daily practice can make a big difference. Learn from your seniors. Ask them about what are the questions in that company they'll ask. How should I prepare? And use their experience to guide your preparation. And remember, rejections are not failures. They are learning opportunities. You have already worked hard for years. Now it's just about preparing smart and staying confident. Trust yourself and go get that offer. Thank you so much.